Hi. Hello. Yes, Verdi. Hello. Looks like we're going to United at O'Hare.
Yes.
All right. Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Heading out for work or vacation?
Vacation.
Vacation. All right. Going somewhere fun?
Met up with some family.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm going back home now.
Oh, you were out here on vacation.
From Los Angeles.
Oh, nice. I'm from LA too.
You are?
This is a 323 phone number. I'll never give it up.
Yeah. I think that's one of the later ones.
Yeah, you can't get them anymore. Yeah.
But yeah, because I remember we first moved here. There it was like 213 and then 310.
Yeah, 310, 32. Yeah, 213. That's like
Old.
yeah, by Dodger Stadium and all that stuff. So 323 is the Hollywoood, and then 310 was like east or the South Bay area. And
Yeah,
then
we were. Yeah, my parents were 310.
Yeah.
But 323 was after 310.
Yeah, 323 was like specifically Hollywood only, and so like people would try and get it, and they ran out of phone numbers.
Yeah.
And then so they just stopped issuing them.
I think I ended up with a 310.
Ah, nice. That's still a good one. What's funny is when I moved to LA, they would like, I went to be an actor, of course. And so they were like, they judge you on the number, and they were like, oh, good, you got a 323 number, good.
But you're closer.
Yeah, and that
meant
meant, right? Yeah, they're like, oh, if you have an 818-714, like they look at it and they go, no.
Yeah, 714 is Orange County.
Yep.
818 is Santa Clarita, maybe.
Yeah, the Valley. Yeah,
the Valley.
Down the Valley.
I live in the Valley now.
Nice, yeah. And it's so interesting. I haven't been to LA in like 10 years.
Oh.
But when I moved there in 2005. And I got, and that's when I got the number. And I lived in LA, I lived in Hollywood, so I was like, okay, great. And so I happened to get the number. And then, yeah, it was like you would judge people based on what neighborhood they were. And so it's so funny that way. What part of the Valley do you live in?
I live in Woodland Hills now.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love Woodland Hills. It's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. My parents are still in Cerritos, California.
Cerritos, nice. Okay, yeah.
Or my mom.
Okay.
But after living there for like 20 years, I moved to Houston for like 4 years.
Oh, Houston, okay.
Yeah, I came back. Before I moved, I was in Studio City.
Sure, okay.
And then when I came back, I ended up in North Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved in with a friend of mine in a house in Granada.
Oh, okay, Granada Hills.
Yeah,
Granada,
now I'm in Woodland Hills.
Now Woodland Hills. Nice.
On
Yeah.
the edge of Los Angeles County now.
Right, yeah, right there, right before it gets to, what's the next
Ventura?
one? Yeah, Ventura County. Yeah, right there. That's great.
Some of my friends complain, you're too far.
You're too far. Isn't that so funny? I know traffic's just as bad. I remember, like, I tell people, I go, here, I'll go to the ocean. I'll go to the lake, not the ocean, but I'll go to the lake. I'll go to the beach. Mm-hmm. But in LA, I could be 10 minutes, 10 miles, and that's a 3-hour drive. I'm not doing it. But here, 10 miles, it's 20 minutes. It'll be there, no problem. It's no problem at all. And that's the difference. It's like you never go to the beach unless you're right on the east side of the 405. You're on the other side of the 405. Then you'll go.
I'm actually close to Topanga.
Okay.
So I could cut through if I wanted to go,
nice.
but it's still like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's still a hike. Yeah,
because it's winding.
Exactly. But from where you are, if you're right there on Woodland Hills, you could keep going a little bit west, I'm thinking, right? Like go around Malibu and around all that. But it's probably still a really long drive when you keep going.
Yeah, I could cut through Topanga Canyon and I'll end up in Will Rogers.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man, that's nice. Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times.
Sure.
Yeah. And then when I was in Studio City, if we wanted to go like somewhere in West Hollywood, we'd cut through one of the canyons to Laurel Canyon, I think.
Yeah.
Or Coldwater Canyon, I can't remember.
Nice. And like that's what's great. Like you could really know Los Angeles and Los Angeles County. You could learn the maps and you could know where to cut here and where to go.
Even a friend of mine, he's from New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
I meet with him once in a while in New York.
Uh-huh.
But he just loves driving in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he loves it.
Yeah.
And he says, "You don't get tired of it?" And he said, "No, I kind of figured it out now." He really likes that La Cienega from the airport.
Yeah.
That instead of taking the freeway,
Sure. Oh yeah, freeways are parking.
he
lot
could
around
shoot
there.
through
Yeah.
La Cienega, end up in Wilshire or West Hollywood even.
Yep.
Go away.
Yeah. That's so fun.
So I let him drive.
Hey, yeah,
over there.
you like it, go for it. Yeah, that's actually I love driving too. When I lived in LA to make money, I was an actor, but I would do IT. I would do on-site IT, so I was driving all over San Gabriel Valley, Pasadena, all that stuff, and then I would go all the way out to same thing to Woodland Hills, all the way out there, and then I would go as far south as like Cerritos area, and so that was my whole range, and so I'd spend 3 or 4 hours a day just driving in a car.
So even Cerritos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been all over. I would go all the way down to Orange County almost.
Anything I might recognize you in?
Oh gosh, definitely not. No, I would do I would do a ton of student films and a ton of stuff like that. So it was never got well known. The most famous thing I did was I worked Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah.
So I got to do that. That was fun because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", so I got to chase people around with a chainsaw. So that's they said.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I got to be I was like one of the first guys that did the chainsaw.
Yeah, and I hear you still have to audition.
Yes. Yeah.
And you got to do it without the mask.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I hear. And
Yeah. It was a lot of work, and again, I was really lucky because I was just such a big guy. They're like, we just want big guys to be on the chainsaw brigade. So my audition was really like they had me like be scary, be spooky, be intimidating. Okay, fine. And then that was it. But like I had one friend that he had to like put on a show. He had to like have a whole voice and had a whole acting thing and had to do a whole thing. And they're like, and he's like, what's the part for? And they're like, it's just anything. We'll see what we have available. But he ended up getting something pretty good, so that was cool, and he had fun with it. But yeah, you have to truly audition, which was a surprise.
Yeah, I heard that. Because someone I knew, I don't think she was trying to be an actress now, but she did some little things. But yeah, she said she still had to audition, and it's kind of a and without the mask, so it's like
yeah, right. You have to exactly.
And so we hadn't been to the office in a while, and then we had to come in because they had to upgrade our computers.
Oh yeah.
Then this guy told me like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be doing whatever, and it's like, he looked familiar. I thought I looked him up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't tell him that I recognized him.
Sure.
But I did look him up, and it's like, oh, he is an actor.
He's an actor. Somebody knew you recognized him. Oh wow.
But yeah, but it was that only one time that I went in, so I think he might have been doing some contractor work too.
Sure.
But you know what they say, you know?
Yeah, that's LA.
Everyone's an actor.
Exactly, and that's 100% the truth. As far as I've seen in LA, that was just everybody was in some way involved.
Because even she's now a good friend of mine. She's in HR. But she was telling me that when she first moved, well, not an actor, but when first she moved from Hawaii, she was trying to be a writer.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But she ended up in HR.
There you go, to get into the industry. That's really the thing I've noticed. Like people that are from LA, they usually don't try to be actors. They're usually really cool. But I'm going to say like 60% of the people, everybody that comes to Los Angeles from somewhere else, they're trying to get famous or to get in the industry in some way. And that's just how it is. And there's the music industry too is just as much a big thing over there as the acting. But so people come for both, that was a nice thing. I always said that the most beautiful people from all over the world go to Los Angeles to try to get famous. Yeah. And so everybody's beautiful. You're just like, oh my gosh, like every single person you see is just like the most best looking person you can see. And you just have to be that good looking, which is why I didn't get famous. So, you know.
No. For sure there's a part for everyone.
Exactly.
But, but I hear it's tough.
Yes.
Like,
it's
competition.
It's insane, yeah.
Rejection.
Oh yeah. You have to get used to it, and You go and audition, and there's a room full of people that look exactly like you, and you're like, oh, I'm not unique at all. There's nothing unique about my look at all. There's literally, and they're all wearing the same outfit, same beard, same mustache, same everything. You're like, this is just a bunch of me's here, and that's the most interesting thing about it. You realize.
I didn't like it, like the rejection.
It's a type of person. You have to be the type of person that just can get rejected and go, whatever, I'm gonna go off the next one. They just didn't like me. Next, that's it. Next, okay, fine, I'm not for you. No big deal. Over and over and over and over. But even then, like for me, it was I just had to eat. Like I couldn't afford to not work. I couldn't afford. So I focused more on this exactly. And then I started working more in technology and be like, oh, I'm making pretty good money, so I guess I'll keep doing that. And that's what ended up being my thing. And then I had a kid, and my daughter's mom was from here, and that's why I relocated. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she was like, I'm already back in Chicago. We got a kid on the way, so we had to come.
You had to move back here.
So that was it.
But there's some theater stuff maybe.
Oh, tons. Yeah, and the thing I really actually I took all of COVID for a break off, but I do stand up comedy, and that's the thing I really love. I really love it out here. Well,
that's a big thing here,
and it's huge, huge in Chicago. Tons of places. Yeah,
I have a friend in New York, and he has a brother that moved to LA, and he was trying to be a comic, but
okay.
He ended up doing other things.
Sure, it's hard. It's hard to start comedy in Los Angeles. You want to be established and then go to LA. To start in LA is almost impossible. Just because there's so many famous comedians that want time. There's no place to go. There's no place to go and do time.
I remember too, and you can kind of recognize too, maybe among the young ones, like who's trying to be an actor, maybe. Because I remember there was. Because I used to work at this place, we had a bunch of security guards on different shifts. It's like, ended up be like, oh, that guy's trying to be an actor. There were at least 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
In that in the security team.
Oh, I believe it. But, I'm sure every department. That's just how it is. Probably a percentage of people. If you do the math,
one time or another may have tried, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think I just that's what I think is so interesting. Everybody says, "Oh, LA is so fake. Everybody's so fake," but I love that. To me, I'm like, everybody's putting on a show. It's a performance. Everybody's being something else, and I like that. But that's the exact opposite. I don't know if you've noticed in Chicago. Everybody in Chicago is like, we're who we are, we're what we're doing, and we say what we say, and it's the exact antithesis of that here in the Midwest. But I always loved it in California, LA. Everybody's putting on a show. I find that so interesting. So did you grow up in that area, or?
No, we moved to California when I was 18.
Oh, okay. Where did you move from?
From the Philippines.
Oh, the Philippines. Oh, nice. I have a little brother and sister who are half Filipino. Oh. So I learned how to speak Tagalog. I can say ati and utu.
Yeah. Older sister, younger brother, right?
They're both younger than me. Okay. I was 16 when they were born. So my younger sister, she is, just so you know how old I am, she's 22 now. Oh, okay. And my little brother is 19.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're both full half Filipino, half Mexican. So they speak Tagalog.
Yeah. It's been a long while since I moved, but yeah.
Have you gone back to visit?
Oh yeah, a few times.
Oh nice, that's great.
My brother and I were planning, during COVID and all that happened.
Oh yeah.
So we had to postpone it.
Right.
That's sweet because we were trying to go last year. I think we might try again next year.
Sure, yeah. Because now I was gonna say, did they lock down the Philippines for travel? Or was it like people from out of the country?
So the thing is, so when you ask for some time off from work, like okay, it's this many days.
Yeah.
And I think they did open up at some point, but they were doing whatchamacallit, seclusion. What is that called?
Oh yeah, where the isolation.
Isolation for a period of 5 to 7, 9 days. And if you only have 2
Right,
weeks,
for
or even
vacation.
maybe 10 days,
Yeah.
that's most of it, so it's not even worth it.
Right, yeah, some places that's right, they would say. Well, that's surprisingly 5 to 7. Like Canada was 2 weeks
Yeah,
or 10 days.
yeah,
or
that
something
probably
like
in the
that.
very
Yeah.
beginning. So,
Yeah.
like, how could you even? And as it is, it's expensive
Right.
to go and then be stuck,
Yeah.
not be able. You're already there and it's so close, yet so
Yeah.
isolated.
Isolated, and that's the problem. Like you have to be in a room, can't talk to anybody, can't go outside. You have to order your food and like
Yeah.
do all the protocol, all that stuff. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
So we didn't go.
Yeah, sure.
It did open up some more, but it was still a little scary because the numbers were kind of going down here maybe, but over there is still going up.
Oh,
so
really?
We didn't want to go.
Oh, yikes.
Because as it is, if we were to go, we would want to see some older aunts and.
Sure, and you don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
I totally.
So
get
that's
that.
what happened. So we'll try again, I think, next year.
Yeah.
Maybe in March.
Okay. How is it as far as the what's the season to go like compared to us? Like in some places.
Depending on so if you're from here, because it's tropical and it's hot,
Yeah.
we like to go maybe in like maybe November, December.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's cooler,
Oh, nice.
but
okay.
it's more expensive.
Oh, yeah, because everybody wants to go. Sure.
My mom likes to go like March, April, May.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, it gets hot towards the end, but that's more of a religious thing for my mom because that's
okay.
when Holy Week.
Right, just as Catholic is a big religion.
So that's
out
the
there.
thing.
Yeah.
But once you get to, and summer gets really hot, but once you get to like maybe July, August, it's rainy season.
Oh, interesting. Rainy season, yeah, because it is like it's an island, so
Yeah,
it's gonna have.
and it gets pretty bad.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay, so good to know. So avoid August, avoid rainy season.
Yeah, July, August.
Okay.
You don't want to.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But yeah, the May and the Junes are when the festivals happen.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nice. So May and June for the festivals.
Yeah.
That's the time to go. Great. Yeah, I definitely want to go. My little brother and sister have gone to visit family, but it's like I just want to see the world. So I want to go to Philippines and check them out for sure.
It's you know, a lot of vloggers love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they go all over.
Sure. I guess it's
As
probably
you
a lot
know,
to
it's the
blog about.
beaches.
Right.
They love the beaches. Not necessarily, because even my friend, when he's like, oh, we don't want to go one time, he's like, okay, we could visit. Like I'm more, maybe for 2 hours from Manila,
Okay.
so I'm more right there.
Yeah.
But if they were to come, I'd probably still have to take them to one of the islands because of the beaches and all of that. And then he was like saying like maybe we could tour some. I was like, it's not really like the tour type,
Oh, really?
like the city tour and all that. I mean, there probably is, but Manila is just so congested,
Oh, really?
traffic and all of that. But
Sure.
people do come for the beaches.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Not necessarily the big cities.
Sure.
They fly in there, but go somewhere.
See, and I find that so interesting. Because, like, I love that idea of cities in other countries. Like, what are they like, right?
And
So-
that's for me.
Yeah.
That's more. Yeah, I mean, maybe 3 times I've been invited to go to Hawaii and I haven't gone.
Oh, really?
Because I do like the cities. You know,
Yeah.
Love New York.
Sure. Oh, well, you might like the actual island of Hawaii. That has some pretty big cities on it. Has some skyline. But you know what? I've been to Hawaii a couple times. It's just like LA. It looks just like LA to me. It really does. So it's like it's mountains. It's the palm trees. It's
Yeah.
LA. It's no different.
I did go this last time. Maybe it's been quite a while. Maybe 2018.
Uh-huh.
I went with my family, even my sister.
Uh-huh.
And we did we did fly to one of the islands.
Nice. And so you got tropical and got away from everything.
Yeah, you know, it was like we were doing some, what do they call it? island hopping.
Uh-huh.
And then when we got back, it was already like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and they were like, "Do you want to go in the water?" And we went to the water. It was like, it's really like warm water.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. That's nice. So it's warm over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I remember when I was in Oahu, they were saying that depending on which side of the island you're on, the water is warm or it's cold, depending on where you are. And they were saying the warm water, or maybe it was the cold, one of them was bad for the reefs. So they're like, there's no reefs on this side of it. And I don't remember which, but that's really interesting. Because like I'm used to the Pacific Ocean in LA, it's freezing. It's cold, right? You jump in, it's always cold. But here the lake is warm. I don't know if you ever got to try it, but it's nice. Like once it's 80 degrees, the water's warm. Yeah, which is nice.
First day I got here, like the waves were pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, if it's super windy. When did you arrive? Saturday. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was really windy, and then because of the weather, it was kind of cold, kind of rainy, a little bit. I think last weekend. Yeah. So yeah, I could. Yeah.
Well, I did get some rain, but we did get to do a few.
Sure.
Got to visit my sister's friend, because they keep saying like, "Oh, come over," because I see them all the time in California. So I finally came.
But they came to here, and they met you.
Yeah, I finally came here.
I see. What kind of stuff did you get to do, like touristy stuff?
Yeah, I was a tourist. Because originally I thought it was like, oh, I'll just be a local. It's like, but my sister ended up coming or meeting up with me. It's like, okay, we'll do,
yeah. Oh, I was gonna say this is the Filipino restaurants right over here. There's Max's and Jollibee.
Yeah.
And the fish market, the Asian fish market over here too.
Yeah, Max's. Yeah, I love Max's.
Yeah.
So funny thing you said that. So we did the architecture boat tour.
Oh, that's a fun one.
And so we walked down.
Yeah.
I really loved that tour.
Yeah.
I was like, I was telling them, I don't think we have these in LA. But my sister was like, for sure you do. You just gotta look for it.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it, especially that you're in the water.
Yeah.
And then we walked down on the way to the Art Institute. And she asked me if I was hungry, and I ended up at Jollibee.
Oh, that's so funny.
And it's on Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't know they opened one over there. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
I think
great.
it's new.
It has to be, because I know there's this one, and then there's another one up a little north of here. I didn't know they had one downtown. Well, now I'm gonna have to stop by. Their adobo rice is so good. Yeah.
So I saw this guy with it. What is that brown rice? But
Yeah.
I did not know.
You didn't.
There's adobo rice.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
My gosh.
It's so good.
I wish I had talked to you before.
Yeah.
Because
oh,
I
man.
thought. So first of all, I was like a little upset. So I ordered the chicken. It's like, oh, he didn't give me gravy, or she didn't give me gravy. It's like, so I had to ask for it.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I saw the guy. I thought, oh, I think he just put gravy on his rice. And then I was telling my sister, it's like, that looked like adobo rice.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, there is an adobo rice on the menu.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I have to get it every time I go there. It's so
you
good.
had to tell me there's.
Sorry, you missed out.
There's an adobo rice, but
Yeah.
I'll get it in LA.
Yeah, because they have Jollibee in LA. It's way more
Yeah.
popular. Yeah, it's new. It's new to us. It's over there. But
Mm.
we need, Jollibee, and if In-N-Out Burger can come over too, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss it. My daughter, we went to visit California in April, May this year. And as soon as we went to San Francisco, because I grew up in the North Bay. And as soon as we got off the airplane, she's like, let's go, In-N-Out Burger. Let's go. She didn't waste no time. We had to get the rental, all that. And they have one right there.
How old
10
is
minutes
she
away.
now?
She is 9.5.
Okay, yeah.
So I have 8.5 more years, and then I get to go back to California. Yeah. As soon as she's 18, I'm out of here. But
You'll try it again?
Oh yeah, 100%. I grew up out there. All my family except for her is out there, and she doesn't even want to be out here. So her mom, after we split up, her mom moved here with her, and we were actually in San Jose. And then we moved here for 3 years, then moved back to San Jose, and then her mom and I broke up, and she moved here. And
I imagine San Jose would have been good for family.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
You're gonna have family, right?
Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah, it was great. It was really great. We had great people there, great neighbors, really good schools. We were in a really nice part of San Jose. Obviously, I work in tech, so a lot of tech jobs, a lot of opportunity
that's
there.
Everywhere. I mean, that's there.
Yeah, that's Silicon Valley, which is great. But the one thing I am looking forward to is like Silicon Beach is a thing, and that's what's it called? Venice, California. It's Silicon Beach, so it's the new.
Because of the companies.
Exactly.
They're there.
A lot of tech companies are moving down there and doing essentially the same thing. So
I
the
have
Silicon
heard that.
Valley and Silicon Beach is what they call it.
So
there.
you'll still be in LA and be part
Exactly.
of Silicon.
Exactly, Silicon Beach. What I'll probably do, we'll see, because I'll be old. We'll see if I'm getting close to retire. I might go to San Diego. So I really like San Diego. It's a little more affordable too. So we'll
It's
see.
nice.
It's really nice. Yeah.
I don't really go mostly to see family, which is like National City or something.
Sure.
Or Escondido.
Oh yeah,
But
Escondido, yeah.
a couple of times, a friend of mine was like, "I'm gonna be over here. Just come down here, and then
Sure.
just stay in my hotel." Okay.
Nice.
And then one time I had to go as well to see something, and then I ended up getting a room.
Oh, nice.
It's nice.
Yeah. It's the beaches are always clean, the streets, everything. It's all really nice, very well maintained. Affordable houses, California affordable. But yeah, in the weather, it's always 75, 80, always. Just it's
We always say, or I think it's always cooler in San Diego. It seems.
yeah, a little bit. It's hotter in Los Angeles, but it's like a little cooler,
That's
but
what I think. so, too.
consistent. Yeah, consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I tell people I'm a lizard. I'm solar powered. Like I need the sunshine. I need the heat. I'm in the wrong state for sure. But
Yeah.
I think that anything like that, desert hot.
The brother of a friend of mine, part of the reason he moved to California is because they think he has a condition that
Sure.
that he has to have sun.
Yeah, the like seasonal affective or something like that. So he just has to. Yeah.
Affecting his mental health.
Ah, poor guy. No, I totally get it.
So
And,
he did that. He did. As I said, he was trying to do stand up, but I think he's more in children entertainment now.
Sure. Oh, that's cool.
Which is fine.
Yeah, that's an easy way to get a
Or,
laugh. Yeah.
I think the wife is in maybe like catering.
Okay.
So
Cool. So between the two of them, they're doing some, and you just have to stick with it. But yeah, kids entertainment is a great niche to get into for sure.
Yeah.
There's always new kids out there, and honestly, they're way easier to make laugh. You just have to be goofy, you have to be dumb. They like when grown-ups are dumb, and like
I think that's what he was trying to do.
yeah, that's what my kids. We do. I make a laugh all the time, and it's whenever I drop something or do something stupid.
he said it's good. So jokingly, he says like, Filipinos are the worst as far as customers. They always want you to eat. I just want to go start and then go to the next gig. It's like, wait a little bit, eat something, and then we'll start. It's like, no, I have a next gig.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm on the clock over here.
But he loves it. He loves the food.
Sure. Oh,
But he's like, wait a little bit, have something, go eat.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like a perk to me. I've been targeting Filipino families. I love the food. That's why my dad, my little brother and sister's mom, they dated for a couple of years before she got pregnant with my sister, and she would make me lumpias, like stacks of lumpia.
Wow.
I mean, so
Lucky.
much. Yeah, I was like, oh man, every time I was hungry, she's like, oh, you want lumpia? And I was like, yeah, that was great. I was always stoned. I was a 16-year-old, so I was like, this is perfect.
So the munchies.
Yeah, the munchies, this is great. Yeah, it was nice. And then they would make all sorts of like the pancit noodles and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Those
good.
are the staples.
Yeah, those are the staples. And she would just load me up, so it was like great. Yeah. So what do you do for work in LA?
Accounting. Stuff.
Accounting. Oh, cool.
Boring.
Sure.
It's fine. At least hoping retirement's looking like almost there.
That's good. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I was, when I was trying to figure out how to eat and keep a roof over my head in Los Angeles, I was like, what are the jobs I can do to make good money and not work hard? And accounting was one thing I was like, because you make really good money being an accountant, CPA. You have like, the big rush season at the beginning of the year, and then it's a little more mellow after. And depending on where in finance you could go, and it seemed pretty stable. And I was like, well, you could do it anywhere. It's a job you could take with you. I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm a terrible student, so
Well,
that was the problem.
Yeah, I'm not really certified. I just went to school for it, but yeah, I ended up in payroll.
Oh, okay.
But before I got there, I did, the clerical stuff.
Sure.
But it's fine, I think.
Nice.
As I said, like at least retirement's looking like, I have a job, and it's like, oh, maybe it's
Get there.
maybe
stick
10
to
years.
it.
Like,
Sure.
okay, I could.
There you go. That's good. I mean, that stability and reliability, I think, is important, and that's
Yeah.
really it. Is that
It's not the most
yeah.
exciting part, but
Right. But I imagine you have other things that you're passionate about in life, so this just pays the bills so that you can do other stuff.
just more like hobbies.
Sure. What are some of the hobbies? What are some things you like to do?
So my sister and I like antiquing.
Antiquing.
So
That's awesome.
just she would ask me to go, and then like, oh, just tell me if you see something, and then I would ship it to her, and then
Uh-huh.
we'll put it up in her house, and then redo her house.
Sure.
But,
That's super fun stuff. I love
Yeah,
antique
just
stuff.
some
It has-
hobbies, yeah.
It has a history, has a story.
we were having dinner yesterday, and it's like, oh, it's like in your wildest dream, what would you do? Like if you weren't doing what you like. It's just
Yeah.
a dinner conversation.
It's a great question. Yeah.
Someone was like, oh, I wish I could sing, and I'm more like, I wish I could design like a set for a stage.
Oh, sure.
Production or
like sets
something.
production. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I lived in LA, I had roommates that's what they did. They did set
Yeah.
design and costume design.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're exactly right, because you don't think about it, but if you look at a set, everything is there was put by somebody
Mhm.
to convey part of the story, to convey
Yeah.
something. You
And
don't realize it.
what I like a lot, some of the things we did is when they're trying to be clever about it, or like some sort of optical illusion.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like a street, but it's not really, it's just kind of flat. Where
Yeah.
it looks like the street goes on forever, but it's because it's the positioning of the things
Yeah.
getting smaller and smaller towards the
Yeah.
back of the stage. maybe.
Perspective, right?
Yes.
Forced perspective.
I love
absolutely.
those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you could do it. Yeah, you can create a lot of optical illusions. That's cool. So you have spatial thinking.
I
You're
like
able
those,
to look
yeah.
at it. Yeah. Oh,
But
that's great.
growing up in the Filipino family, we weren't really like encouraged to
Sure.
do whatever you want.
Of
I
course
was
not.
actually trying. Before I moved here, I was trying to be computer. I was in computer science.
Oh, nice.
It was
okay.
computer science at the time, right?
Sure.
Which was part of the engineering.
Yeah.
I went to like a public school in the Philippines, and at the time, that public school program was the first to say like information technology.
Oh, wow.
But I quickly realized it wasn't for me.
Okay. Yeah. I would say IT, information technology, is more boring than accounting. It's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really is. Once you get into it's zeros and ones. It's
there was. I mean, because I got to take. In fact, I just met up with my class president from college. It's like I somehow we connected, and I looked him up and I called him, and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Chicago." And I saw him. So yeah, he did the whole 4 years, and that's what got him. Like I think he did some work in the Philippines for a little bit, and somehow he got contracted to come here.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, he says he started out as a developer in the beginning, but now
Sure.
he's more like in quality assurance or something.
Oh, okay, sure. QA work,
More
sure.
manager, yeah.
Which definitely can be. And there is a lot to do. I always say anybody that wants to figure out a career is to get into tech, because there's always work to do. There's just always jobs for IT guys. And the best part is nobody knows that you don't know what you're talking about. So they'll hire you. It's really great. It's really great. Nobody knows. Like, because I that's the reason why I always tell people that I'm an actor playing the part of an IT guy. That's what I'm
good,
doing.
that's good.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years. And yeah.
Yeah, I was. So I was fine when it was. I don't know. I guess theoretical, like how the files. Because these was I think I did 1 year or 2 years.
Sure.
The flow charts and all of that. We did all of that.
Okay.
What else? But when, oh my God, second year we really started programming. I'm like, oh my goodness, I sucked.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm also terrible at programming. That's the other thing too. Is like there's different types of IT. I do like the handyman IT. Like I could take apart a computer, I could put it together, I could build a server.
Oh,
I could create a network,
hardware
stuff. I can do all that,
Yeah.
and that's how I got started. And then I learned cloud, which is it's essentially
Yeah,
that.
now it is. It's like
it's all cloud.
everything is cloud.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, that's easy enough. But even then, the way I got jobs, I always tell people, you call it lying on a resume, I call it workplace improv. Okay, it's improv.
Oh yeah.
So
it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
You still got to apply your.
Exactly. I just say I know how to do it. I total lie, and I just learn how to do it, figure it out as I go, and that's it. It's just improv. That's all it was, and so that's how I got the job. But so that's why I tell people get into it. But I can't program because for programming, you have to be meticulous. You have to really know what you're looking at, make the codes do all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand. I mean, back in the days, they were like saying like, well, you really just have to learn how it would flow and this and that, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But so right now I'm in payroll. It's like they told me like, okay, we need some sort of. I mean, not the back programming, but it's like, the rules of like, after 8 hours is overtime. After that is double time. Like, can you figure it out?
Right.
That I can kind of do because it's already there.
Yeah.
And then you just got to do a lot of testing, but it's not the actual programming.
Exactly.
And that's when it's like, everything works except for the 7th day. I can't figure it out, and it's like we don't really want to spend money because maybe next year we're gonna shop for another program. And it's like, okay. So it works the first 6 days. 7 days you got to be manual.
That's good enough. 6 out of 7. That's fine. That's acceptable loss, right? While you were here, did you get to go to the Broadway Antique Mall? That's like one of the well-known ones.
Oh no. We just went up and down that neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Edgewater. That's where I live.
Yeah, just more of a thrift shop.
Sure, there's a ton of good ones out there. Yeah.
We did buy a few things because my sister's like, we gotta go. I was like, okay. But yeah, in LA, I was going to the Long Beach one has a big, huge one, and of course the one that you probably recognize, the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl.
They have that one.
Great antique mall.
And then I was also going to. At one point, I was going every week, every Sunday for my sister. Pasadena.
Yeah.
And then there's one by the college where I am.
Sure. One thing that a really great place for antiques is what they call it, estate sales. Have you ever gone to those? Right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Estate sales are
my
really a lot of fun.
sister kept saying like, we have to go to one.
Yeah. They're great places to go because it's people, right? They live their whole life and they have furniture that they've kept
amass all this.
Exactly.
And depending on what they're collecting.
Exactly. And so they just have a sale. They're like, whatever. And if you wait until the day before they close, they're just like, give me an offer.
Yeah.
Get this stuff because
everything's up for grabs.
Exactly. Because
name your price.
Exactly. Because
even at whatchamacallit, because I know I'm probably not I would ask how much it is. If it's not I say I'll come back.
Sure.
And then
exactly.
I walk away and then I come back and it's like, how much is it?
Yeah.
And a lot of times price have gone down.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't like to haggle and talk them down. You wait for it to come down.
I do, but it's just that towards the end, it's like it's because they don't want to pack it either.
Sure.
Pack it and take it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Before you even say,
yeah,
can I get it? It's like, most of the time it's only this much.
Well, and what they'll do also is after you come by, after they do the estate sale, they have people that will say, we'll take everything sight unseen and we'll give you this much for it. And it's always going to be less because then they'll pick through it, then they'll list it on eBay, they'll list it on and they'll do all that, but they buy the whole lot and say, we'll just give you $500 for everything.
Yeah.
And we'll pack it, we'll take it out because that, like you said, they don't want to pack it themselves, they don't want to take it home, but they don't want to lose money on it. So if you wait till it's close to the end, you get really good deals, and then another place.
That's the one thing we haven't gone.
Yeah.
When I was in Houston, we kind of like go to open houses just to see how they decorate their house. houses.
Oh
things
yeah, I
like
love that. Yeah, that's so fun.
Because my sister and I love that.
Sure. Yeah, and I love that because it's the story of the person. It's who they are. Like, because it's like when you come home, where do you put your shoes? Where do you kick off your clothes? Where do you hang your jacket? Right? In the kitchen, where do they put the spoons? Where do they put the spatula? Where do they put the plates and cups? Like, that's all tells me about a person. In my opinion, I think it's really interesting. I always like to go through people's the kitchen, the refrigerator and the cabinets, right? Just to see what's the food, what do they keep, what do they have, what do their snacks look like.
And a lot of times on the door, where they've been.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
magnets and stuff.
Exactly, where they've been, right? It's the story of the person. I find that stuff so interesting.
Wow, we're here.
Yeah, we got lucky. Not a lot of traffic at all. Short drive, good conversation, made it go by quick.
Oh yeah, same
Yeah.
here. I love talking to different people.
That's why I love doing this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I work in tech 9 to 5, but as soon as 5 o'clock rolls around, I do this just to talk to people. I don't know anybody except my daughter, and she's with her mom during the week. So this is it. I do this in comedy. This is how I talk to people.
So yeah, I mean, I go to a lot of theater in LA. Small one, big one.
Oh sure.
And for a while there, I was also volunteering.
Oh cool.
Yeah, I love talking to them.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you very much, John.
Of course, you're very
Wish you all the
welcome.
best.
Hey,
You
likewise.
and your daughter.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a great trip.
Thank you. I can get out here, right?
Yep. All right.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.